Hey, what's up guys? My name is Prince Mason. I'm a photographer based in Lagos, Nigeria, and chances are if you're watching this video then you are a photographer or you want to be a photographer. So here are the top 5 pros and cons of being a photographer like me. Freedom and flexibility. Like, you get to do anything you want to do when you want to do it. Like, I personally fix my shoots for whenever I'm comfortable to shoot. Imagine if you had a 9 to 5, if you were working and you were working under a boss, then you cannot do what you want to do. Your boss will tell you when to resume. You have to get to work at 8 and you have to close at 4. But being a photographer is different. Like, you choose your work hours. You can decide to edit whenever you want to edit. You can decide to shoot whenever you want to shoot. You build your photography schedule around your time and what's comfortable for you. So that's one awesome pro of being a photographer. When you are a photographer, you tend to have some really nice gear. Like, people look at your cameras and they go crazy because they want to be like you. They want to have those awesome cameras you're using. They want to have those awesome lenses. Like, it's just a really nice feeling to, have this arsenal of gear that you're using to shoot. A lot of people want to be photographers, not because they have the passion for it, but just because they want to own the cameras, because these cameras look really great. When you're a photographer and you're freelance, you do not know what's happening next. You do not know who's booking you next. Unlike when you actually have like a day job, a 9 to 5, you're going to resume work at 8 in the morning. You're going to work till whenever and you're going to close and you're going to go home. Like, your life is already scheduled. But when you're a photographer, things are different. You do not know what you're doing next week. Your weeks are free. You do not know what you're doing next month, except you're like a wedding photographer that has been booked for a long time. But at the same time, you just don't know where your clients are going to come from. Getting paid for what you love to do. Like, there's nothing in this life that feels better than when you get paid for this thing that you love doing. If you are a photographer, then chances are you love doing what you're doing. And getting paid for that, there's no feeling in the world that can explain that. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm taking pictures, I'm getting paid for it, but I'm enjoying myself so much. It doesn't feel like work for me. Like, I just have all the fun I want to have. I'm interacting with my clients. They love how everything goes. Like, the photo shoot just flows. That's because I really love what I do. And at the end of the day, it does not feel like a paid shoot to me. Like, these shoots just feel like, oh, I'm going out to do my personal work, because I see the images and I'm like, wow, this looks so good. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, getting paid to do what you love is one of the best feelings in the world, and that's one of the best pros of being a photographer. Once people know you, once you've built a brand for yourself, then you can be sure that you make a lot of money from photography. People should not get into photography just because of the money. You get into photography because you love what you do. But once you can build a brand for yourself, once you can build a business for yourself, then you make so much money from photography. There's so many avenues to make money from photography: travel photography, beauty and portrait photography, wedding photography. Once you become an established brand in one or in different areas of photography, then your income rises way more than a lot of people would get from their 9 to 5 job. So it's actually photography is just awesome when you have established yourself to a certain level. So now we've talked about the 5 pros of being a photographer. Just 5. There are a lot more, but I just talked about 5 that actually relate to me personally. So let's move on to the 5 cons of photography. Remember the last one? I told you that once you are an established photographer, then you make a lot of money from photography. Well, it takes a very long time, like, to build a brand in photography, because there's so many people doing photography now. So you have to carve a niche for yourself. They have to know you for something, and it takes a while for you to build that brand, for you to be able to build your business to that point where you make a lot of money from photography. Do you remember when I told you about the awesome gear? People walking up to you and saying, hey, your gear looks great, your gear looks fantastic, I love the camera you're using. What camera is this? People just like all over you, like trying to be your friend and all that because of your gear. Well, they are very expensive. Gear is so expensive sometimes that you do not want to go into photography because of it. Being a professional photographer is very expensive. It is cash intensive, and it takes a while for you to be able to build that arsenal of gear. So photography is pretty expensive. Never knowing what will happen next. You do not know if you're going to get jobs. You do not know when next the money is going to come. So the good thing is if you have a 9 to 5, then you can be sure that at the end of the month you're going to get paid. But with photography, it's different. If you do not get clients, if you're freelance like I am, if you do not get clients, if you do not get people to actually pay you to work, then you're just going to be like waiting for when the next job is going to come, and the next job doesn't come, then it becomes a problem because you're not making enough money. So the unknown can be a huge con to a photography. Pro bono. People would ask you for free work whichever way they can. Your family members will come and say, can you shoot my wedding for free? Your friends will want you to shoot their wedding for free. Your friend that's starting a business will want you to shoot, here's our products for free. People want free portraits, like free. Lack of value for the art. Now, if you are in this part of the world, and imagine telling an African father that, hey dad, I'm getting married, and you're paying for my wedding photography, and it's going to cost $7,000.
What? Jesus is Lord. Ha! Apostle, we hear of this.
Well, that's what I thought. It is so hard to get people to actually value photography, especially in this part of the world, like in Africa right here. It's really hard to get people that value photography, people that are ready to pay for your services, people that are ready to pay what your services are worth. So that's another thing. After you start photography, it's going to take a long time before you can get to a point where people will respect your art and respect you so much as a business person or as a brand to be able to pay, whatever you're worth. So it's a huge con. There's lack of appreciation for photography in this part of the world, and almost in like every part of the world, it's not like as appreciated as being like a doctor or being like an engineer or something like that. I don't know if you guys understand. So that's one huge con of photography. And hopefully over time, people will appreciate photographers a lot more. If you're still here, then you stay here to the end. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I'll be bringing you guys a lot of content. And share, show your friends, somebody might need this, somebody might want to see this, you never can tell. Anyways, thank you very much for sticking around. My name is Prince Mason, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.